Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe I'm actually 6 months postpartum. It feels surreal. It really does. It feels like so much time has gone by just because of how much change has gone on and how big Athena is getting. I mean, she's sitting up on her own, she's eating solid foods, she's smiling, she's saying mama. It's truly incredible. But as for myself as well, there's been so much change that has gone on within my body. And I'm just gonna start by saying I'm so proud of myself for where I've gotten today. Just how kind I've been to my body on this journey and the lack of pressure I've put on myself. I really was nervous about my body image and transitioning to motherhood and what that would mean for my body and my fitness, and I hope that doesn't come across in a shallow way, because I mean it to be. Fitness and my physical health has always been very important to me, being an athlete, and when you go through pregnancy, you go through such a crazy change. I mean, I gained, I think, about 40 pounds, which maybe a little more, like 50 pounds, which is like 25 kgs, where I haven't differed in my weight since I was like 16. I've been the same. So to go through such a dramatic change, my belly's stretching, my boobs got bigger, to name a few things, that was a little scary to me. Of course rewarding, but still very scary. So now I'm 6 months postpartum and I can say that I am in better shape than I ever was before. I never thought that that was even a possibility. I thought that, you know, best case scenario, I would reach a point where I was happy with my body and I was fit again. I never thought that I would be at a place that I feel even more confident in my body. I feel stronger, I feel leaner, I feel faster. I feel like I have more energy. I feel like I love my body with all the changes. It's truly been incredible, and I'm not someone who has always just felt so comfortable in my body. You know, despite what I post on social media, I have struggled with body image. In college, you know, I struggled with disordered eating and binging and purging, and that definitely didn't work. In fact, when I was doing that, when I was restricting my calories and training so hard, I actually held on to more fat than when I just ate and, you know, was in a healthier mindset. But that's a whole nother topic. So now I have been, well, first of all, I moved back to America. I am currently in the United States, in Louisiana. Huge shift. That's kind of why I haven't been posting on YouTube as much, because it's just time consuming, and being a new mom and moving across the world and Ryan going to work and shifting is a lot. That will be another video of why we moved back. When I came back to America, I was about 3 months postpartum. And so I've been here for around 3 months now, and I think 3 months, no, 2 months, 2 months. So when I came back, I had already lost a lot of weight just from, you know, breastfeeding. That burns 500 to 700 calories on its own. So breastfeeding and just watching kind of what I eat, not restricting, just being conscientious of what types of foods. So I was cooking a lot, trying not to eat out a lot, those kinds of things. And I was working out as well. I was lifting weights and going to group fitness classes. When I came back to America, I joined F45, which is really intense functional training, 45 minutes a day. I go every morning at 6:15, pretty religiously. It's just my own, it's like my own time. It's my only time that I can go and just not worry about the baby because she's sleeping and Ryan's here, and I can just go work out, and it makes me feel so good. So that is like probably the #1 reason why I decided to go to F45, especially because it's only 45 minutes. So I feel like I get a really good workout in a short time, whereas I don't have as much time. So I've been doing that, and they have these in-body scans that look like this, and it kind of just breaks down like your weight, muscle, and fat percentages to kind of where it's dispersed and such things. So I like this a lot better than just relying on the scale, because I know that the number on the scale does not determine what you actually look like or feel like. Sometimes when I've been my lightest, I have actually felt my worst and I've had less muscle. So I'm glad that they had one of these. So I did one when I first came to F45. I think I only had like 1 week of training, and I just wanted to see where I was at so I could compare. And so I was around 130 pounds, which is around 59 kgs. So that's what I was pre-pregnancy. I've been that like my whole life as an athlete and stuff. So I got down back to my weight. I wasn't feeling as fit as I was before. Understandably, I was still in recovery. And then I had my body fat percentage was 25.2%, which isn't bad. And my muscle mass was 54.2 pounds. Fast forward to 2 months in, which is kind of recently, like I took this on in the beginning of this month. I took this test. So that's after working out at F45 continuously for 2 months. And I do a lot of cooking as well. We don't eat out. We cook pretty much all of our meals. Well, I cook all of our meals, and I've been really focusing on protein. I now weigh 125 pounds, which is around 56.5 kgs. And my body fat percentage is 22.7, which is lower than I was in college when I was competing diving, which is crazy. And my muscle mass is 54.2. So I have the same muscle mass, but I've just lost a bit of fat and some weight along the way, which is crazy. I feel so strong, I really do. And I'm not trying to get as lean as I possibly can, because that's not my goal. My goal is to feel my best, and right now I really do feel very good. And focusing on the feeling and what I get intrinsically from working out and eating right, that has been the best motivation. In the past, I've focused on external factors like what I look like, how I'm performing, etc., etc. And it's gotten me to a place where I don't like myself. I put too much pressure. The stress holds on to fat as well. The releasing of cortisol in the body that holds on to stress, and that's just not good. It doesn't make you feel good. So this time around, I didn't focus on those things, and I still am trying not to. Obviously, there are days where I fall into bad habits, but most of the time I've been pretty good. Some things that I've changed, I guess, in my diet would be I don't eat out as much, mostly because having a baby means you don't have as much time, and to go out and eat, it's a whole ordeal. You have to, strap her in, just don't feel like dealing with that in a restaurant. And I have started eating a lot more protein. I love protein because it makes me feel full. I have been drinking a protein shake coffee in the mornings, which makes me feel really satisfied in the mornings, as well as eating breakfast as well. But in the past, I've struggled with eating enough protein, so focusing on it more now, I feel like I'm getting as much as I need. And I don't know, diets are so individual. I've tried it all. I grew up vegetarian, and then when I came to America, I started eating a little meat, just white meats, and now I'm eating a lot of red meats all over the show. But it's working for me right now. And I don't snack as much because I don't have as much time. So I do eat quite big meals. I do have a little snack in between meals, but mostly I have big meals. And I have an early dinner around 5. That's kind of been normal for me. I try to eat at 5 because if I eat later, I'll snack before dinner, and I would rather fill up on a healthy, balanced meal first, and then if I'm really hungry still, then I'll have a snack later. But I want to fill up on the bulk of my food, which I've prepared, which is vegetables and carbs and a protein. That's pretty much it. I think, juggling having a baby and exercising and all of that has kind of narrowed the focus unintentionally, because I haven't had as much time to just contemplate, oh, you know, what do I look like today? You know, all those negative thoughts, because I'm constantly focusing on my little girl and trying to be the best mom I can be for her. So a lot more external focus, a lot less inward focus, which is actually very helpful. And I have started diving again a little bit, just, you know, a couple times a week where I can. Haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that yet, or if I'm, you know, fully gonna come back. But my coach in America has retired. He announced his retirement shortly after I arrived back, so that threw me through a little bit of a loop. What's the saying? But yeah, I do want to keep diving if I can. I feel very strong in the water, and just physically and mentally. I have to wait to see who the new coach is going to be and if they'll let me train with them, as well as trying to find a babysitter to watch Athena. Just kind of what that looks like. It's not as simple as just going to practice anymore. I have a lot of other things to think about, but all is well so far in my journey, in my fitness journey. It's been incredible. I have really enjoyed the process, watching changes in my body, watching changes in my mood and my energy and my strength. That's been really, really encouraging and really cool. It's just a different perspective, a different kind of approach that I've been taking, but I've really been focusing on just loving myself every step of the way, at least trying to, reminding myself all that I've gone through. Yeah, that's all. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching.